Hello and welcome to Herald TV's Ground Zero report, wherein we will take an in-depth reality over the burning issue of how people in Anjuna, Vagator, Sholim, Morjim and ahead are living their lives in pain due to loud noise and continued disturbed nights due to late night loud parties. What have the Goa Police District Magistrate and Pollution Control Board done so far to crack down on illegal parties in places, especially in Anjuna and Vagator, that were to have been sealed recently, were seen back with their doors wide open and hosted parties with full blast music? Rave parties were scheduled from August 11th to 19th in Anjuna's coastal belt, with posters of these parties being circulated on social media, providing details of DJs. These parties continued playing music till late night and early morning in utter violation of noise pollution rules. Posters with O Heraldo reveal that at least 3 clubs and restaurants where the parties are scheduled were sealed following the High Court order, are partying on nevertheless with an ensemble of DJs and a star cast of other musicians, promising a trance-filled and ravishing Independence Day weekend revelry.
Earlier, when contacted North Goa SP Nitin Walson, he said that the police and the Goa State Pollution Control Board will jointly keep a check on loud music played in the beach belt of North Goa and monitor noise pollution levels. But the question arises, what happened to the check? Team Herald has the videos and evidence that parties went out till late and on high volume.
The government went to sleep after celebrating the Independence Day. However, the people from Anjuna Vagator belt had a sleepless night as the loud music was blasted the whole night of the Independence night. The music, which commenced to play on the evening of Tuesday, continued till late night at some premises, while some venues had the music blasting till 8 a.m. of Wednesday, which included the well-known restaurant located on the bank of River Shapora at the Shapora Jetty. The decibels of the music played by this venue not only troubles the people in the locality, but reaches across the river and haunts the people living in Morjim Coast.
Local businessmen from Morjim said the decibels of the music played by this venue located at Shapora Jetty reaches across the river. My kids struggle getting up the next morning because of the disturbed night. The blasting of music, which started at midnight, continued till 8 a.m., he said.
Last night, House of Shapora was blasting a lot loud music. It was until 8 o'clock in the morning. We've been facing this issue for the last 2 years since this club has opened, and no authorities tend to act. We've been calling them all night. They said yes, we sent someone, but there's been no response. It is really difficult to wake up in the morning. The kids are facing trouble to wake up for school. Our elders cannot sleep. The whole house and the village is trembling. And in the business front, most of the good tourists have left Morjim. I don't see a bright future for Goa if this continues, and the high spending tourist and the quality tourism will slowly die.
Herald walked along the streets where these late night parties were going till late night. One of the activists from Anjuna, who had been very vocal and been raising the issue of sound pollution, especially in Anjuna and North Goa coastal belt, Ravi Harmalkar, said that this issue which we face with regard to loud music is a long pending issue and is not going to be solved because the authorities don't intend to stop because they are earning from these parties.
Loud music continued to haunt Anjankars and the neighborhood as authorities turned a blind eye and a deaf ear to the violations around. Deafening music is being played from dusk to dawn, and we have spent 5 sleepless nights from Wednesday onwards. It is pointless filing complaints or raising your voices as the authorities refuse to act, said Ravi, speaking on the condition of anonymity for fear of being targeted.
हेराल्ड टीव्ही आसा आनी हेराल्ड न्यूज आसा पळय तो सदांच लावड म्युजिकाचेर नांव एन देन आवाज उठयत आसता आनी आमचो आवाज लोकां मेरेन पावयत आसता तेका लागून सगळ्यांक मेरेन हेराल्ड टीव्हीक आनी हेराल्ड फूल टीमी हांव थँक्यू म्हणटा. दुसरी गोश्ट हांव एज अ रवी हरमलकर अंजुना गांवचो आनी आमकां नॉयज म्युजीक नॉयज पोल्युशनाचो खूब वर्साच्यान प्रॉब्लम आसा आनी आजुनूय कोणूच तो प्रश्न सुटावो करूंक पावूंक ना आनी सरकाराक और ऑथॉरिटीजांक तो सुटावो करपाचो नाका कित्याक तेतूंतसून तांकां पयशे मेळटा लाखांनी आनी वर्साक करोडांनी पयशे मेळटा. तिसरी गोश्ट जे कोण लावड म्युजीक वाजयता म्हणजे क्लब ओनर्स हांव तांकां सांगता इल्लिगल क्लब ओनर्स कित्याक सांग कोणाच कडेन लिगल लायसन ना चलोवपाचें तेंच्या हांव अगेन्स्ट ना कित्याक सांग सरकार जो आसा पळय सरकार जो ट्युरिस्ट हाडटात तसलो लावड म्युजीक वाजोवपाचो प्रॉस्टिट्युशनाचो सरकार हाडटा सरकार ट्युरिस्ट हाडटा परत मागीर ड्रग्स आनी लावड म्युजीक कनेक्शन आसा. सरकारान कितले बोबाळ मारो आमी कंट्रोल करता सरकार हेचेर प्रॉस्टिट्युशनाचेर लावड म्युजिकाचेर टाउट्साचेर आनी ड्रग्साचेर आजून पर्यंत कंट्रोल करूंक पावलो ना आनी पावचोय ना कित्याक सांग ते इंटरनॅशनल रॅकेट. मैं हिंदी में बताता हूँ आपको आई एम नॉट अगेंस्ट लाउड म्यूज़िक ऑफ द ओनर्स. मैं लाउड म्यूज़िक के अगेंस्ट नहीं हूँ पर मैं सिस्टम के अगेंस्ट हूँ कित्याक सिस्टमान कितें जालां सिस्टमान जालां हायकोर्टाच्या ऑर्डरी प्रमाणे सुप्रीम कोर्टाच्या ऑर्डरी प्रमाणे धांक बंद. आतां धांक बंद जाल्यार आमकां त्रास जाता म्हणून आमी लेटर इनवर्ट करता आमी कंप्लेंट करता आमी 100 डायल करता पुलीस एकूय कांयच एक्शन घेयना. पुलीस वयता धांक एक्चुली वयतात बंद मरे म्हणटात फाटल्यान चलता केन्ना ते पळयनात. एसपी तो नितीन वाल्सन आहा पळय तो आपणाच्या पोस्टाची म्हणजे ताणें तो धुळीन मेळयला तो म्हणटा लाउड म्युजीक नहीं चल रहा है. कितें नहीं चल रहा है आमी फोटी उलयता
तुम्ही रविवासी थंयल्यान तुमी डेली म्युजीक
फोटी उलयतात बाकी सगळेच लोक फोटी उलयतात तूं एकटोच सारको. हो जीवपा दळवी SDPO डेप्टी तो आहा तो सुप्रिटेंडंट पुलीस ओके तो थंय वयता आनी हेचे सिनियर सिटीजनांचे म्हापसा मिस्सा प्रोग्राम करता. आमच्या अंजुनान सिनियर सिटीजनां प्रॉब्लम जाता तांकां रातचें न्हिदपाक मेळना थंय येवन प्रोग्राम कर. हांव जीवबा दळवीक सांगता एक फोन घेयना म्हाजो डेप्युटी कलेक्टराक हांव वॉट्सॅप मेसेज करतालो लावड म्युजिकाचेर तेणें म्हाका ब्लॉक करून उडयलो आनी पयर म्हाका सांगता तो डेप्युटी कलेक्टर तो म्हणटा आपणाचो पर्सनल नंबर म्हणटा म्हणजे आमी वचपाचें तरी खंय. निलेश काब्रालाक फायनली हांवें कॉल केलो पयर 9 तारीख टील काल पेरेन धुमशाणां जाल्या. इतलो लोक येयलो इतलो ड्रग्साचो कन्जम्पशन जालां कोट्यांनी पयशे केले कोणी क्लब ओनरान कित्याक क्लब ओनरां कडेन एकूय लायसन ना कसलें इवन एक्सायज पासून लायसन हांवें फायनली हांवें एक्सायजान कंप्लेंट केली. एक्सायजान एक एक्शन कांय घेवंक ना. पोल्युशनाक एक लेटर काडलें पुलिसाक आनी SP तेंच्यांनी कांय एक्शन घेवंक ना. वयतात मातशें पळयता फाटल्यान तेणी कोण हांव म्हणटा तुमकां तो फॉरेनीन इंट्रस्ट आसा SPक इंट्रस्ट आसा फाल्यां वचून तेंचे CCTV कॅमेरा हाडा 8 दीस घेया तेंच्यांनी मागीर पळय लावड म्युजीक चल्ला कितें ना पळय तें. तुमी थंय बसतात 5 स्टार हॉटेलांनी तशी कॅबिनां आसतना तुमी लावड म्युजीक चलना म्हणटा तशें जावचें ना तें.
म्हणल्यार गव्हर्मेंटाचो खंय ना खंय तरी हात आयचेर
गव्हर्मेंटाक पयशे मेळटा ईच एंड एवरी ऑफिसराक पयशे मेळटा लाखांनी पयशे मेळटा म्हणून ते एक्शन घेवपाक सोदना. जर एक्शन जर म्हाका जर तुमी रॉंग करपाक सोदता आय मीन द गव्हर्मेंट एक्शन घेया जाल्यार तुमी कल्प्रीट. हांवें त्या जनता दरबारान 2 फावटी आवाज उठोवपाचो कर. हांव सोकॉल्ड जनता दरबार म्हणटा. म्हापसान काब्राल आपणाची दादागिरी केली काब्रालान उलोवंक दिवना आनी पेडण्यां धारवेळ जालो पळय ते डेप्टी कलेक्टरान दादागिरी केली. 3 मिनटांत उलोवपाक दिता म्हणून 3 मिनटांनी म्हाजे प्रश्न आहले 10 प्रश्न म्हाजे उदकाचे प्रश्न आहले म्हाजे रस्त्याचे प्रश्न आहले म्हाजे गोरवांचे प्रश्न आहले स्ट्रे कॅटल्साचे म्हाजे लावड म्युजिकाचे आहले म्हाजे इल्लिगल कन्स्ट्रक्शनां जाता सगळ्यांचे प्रश्न आहले पण एकूय 3 मिनटांनी जातलो शक्य ना न्हू.
तुमकां म्हणपाचें आगे डेमोक्रेसी उरांक ना आनी
डेमोक्रेसी आमच्या अंजुनान म्हणटा ती काबार जाल्या कॉलेप्स जाल्या आनी म्हाका दिसता जेम तेम लोकांकूय पडलेलें ना. हांव जाणा लावड म्युजीक पार्टी हो आसोकूच जाय वर्ल्ड वायड पार्टी लोक करता पण ताका कितें तरी सिस्टम आसपा जाय.
पळय आतां हायकोर्टान जी ऑर्डर दिल्या की थंय जो लावड म्युजीक आसा तेजी सिस्टम बसोवंक जाय आनी ट्रॅक करूंक जाय आनी
बसूंक जाय म्हणटात. अजून पर्यंत तुमी खंय न्हिदल्या आनी कितलीं वर्सां न्हिदतले. टॅक्सीकारांचेर रोखडेच तुमी इम्प्लिमेंटेशन करतात. बरी सिस्टम जाय आनी मिटर बसयतात तांकां गोवा मायल्स हाडटात ह्या मायल्स हाडटात ते मायल्स हाडटात. टॅक्सीकारांक काबार करपाक सोदता. परत मागीर गोवा पॉल्युशन कंट्रोल बोर्डान सगळीं शेकां आमच्या गोंयकारांची बंद करून उडयली. कित्याक हायकोर्टाची ऑर्डर ती हायकोर्टाची ऑर्डर तुमी सारकी फॉलो करता न्ही. हांगा हायकोर्टाची ऑर्डर आसा पळय ती तुमी फॉलो करीत ना. कित्याक सांग टॅक्सीकारांक वचून शेक ओनराक वचून पयशे मेळना. हांगाच्यान लाखांनी कोट्यांनी पयशे मेळटा इयरली मंथली.
सो एक हायकोर्टाची ऑर्डर ग्रांटेड कशें धरता
हायकोर्टाक ते व्हॅल्यूच धरिना. आमी बारीक सामान्य लोक हायकोर्टाक व्हॅल्यू करतात आनी ते पायमल्ली करतात. हांव म्हाजो चार्ज आसा हायकोर्टान कितें तरी एक सुप्रीम कोर्टान कितें तरी एक मेकॅनिजम काडटा आनी आपणा कडेन एक कोण तरी थंय व्हरून बसोवचो आपणाचो स्वता जाल्यार तें प्रॉब्लमाचो सुटावो जातलो. आनी परतूय सांगता हिंदीन सांगता मैं क्लब ओनर्स के अगेन्स्ट नहीं हूँ. कित्याक सांग काल असो इन्सिडंट जालो एक पुलिसांनी म्हाजें कितें तरी लीक केलें. हांव ते फुडें येतलो त्या खातीर हांव सांगता आय एम नॉट अगेन्स्ट द क्लब ओनर्स. वो लोग इन्वेस्ट करते हैं वहाँ पर, वो लोग पैसा डालते हैं और पैसा लेके आने, तो हम लोग जाके बंद नहीं कर सकते. लेकिन आई एम अगेंस्ट रिइटरेटिंग अगेंस्ट द सिस्टम सेट 10 o'clock म्युजीक क्लोज्ड. तो ते सिस्टम आमी पळोवपाचें आसा न्हय. सिस्टम पळोवपाक आमी कोट्यांनी पयशे दिता पुलीस ऑफिसरांक, डेप्टी कलेक्टराक, पॉल्युशन कंट्रोल बोर्डाक. आनी लायसन्स ना कोणी पळोवपाचें तें आमी पळोवपाचें वचून त्या ऑथॉरिटीन पळोवपाचें. हेल्मेट ना जाल्यार 100 कडेन पुलीस आसता कोणाक. आनी ते गरिबांकूच 100 कोण बायकवाले स्कुटरवाले केन्ना हेल्मेट घालिना आनी केन्ना जाता हें जाता तांकांच धरतात. हांकां कित्याक धरना. कित्याक हेल्मेटा कडल्यान पयशे मेळना, टॅक्सीकारा कडल्यान पयशे मेळना, आतां शेकवाल्यां कडल्यान पयशे मेळना. कित्याक हांगाच्यान पयशे मेळटा. आनी तो रोहन खंवटे म्हणटा पळय पिकी पिकी करून उलोवपी आसता पळय क्वॉलिटी ट्युरिस्ट हाडपाक. क्वॉलिटी ट्युरिस्ट खंयच्यान बाबा हाडटलो तूं. तांकां कितें फेसिलिटी दिता तूं. धड पार्किंग ना खंयच्याच पार्किंग लॉटाचेर. धड टॉयलेट फेसिलिटी ना. रस्त्यार गोरवां आसता, खड्डेमय तुमच्या रस्त्यार आसता. आनी कितें दितलो तुमी. म्हणून तोच तोंडान उलयता बरे बरे म्हणटा दुबय चल्लो. दुबय वयतले कित्याक दुबय फेसिलिटीज आसा
सारकें.
दुबय बरे तुका प्रोविजन्स आसा तांकां एन्जॉय करपाक. आनी हांगासर येता ते सगळे हे गरीब ट्युरिस्ट जे चर्ची आसता आनी पार्टी करपी ते जाता. बरे आमचे दुबयूय पार्टी चलतले. हांव 12 वर्सां दुबय आसलो. 3:00 बंद म्हणजे बंद. क्लब 3:00 बंद. तूं तांकां 10,000 दिराम पासून दिता चलोवचें ना. कित्याक सांग सिस्टम आहा ती फॉलो करतात ते क्लब ओनर.
पूण हांगार ना सिस्टम.
ना हांगासर कांयच जायना. हांगासर पयशांचो खेळ चलता. कोट्यांनी आतां पळय सिस्टम तेणी बरी हाडली. हेणे कोणी रोहन खंवट्यान सगळ्यो काडल्यो आनी लिजाक दिल्यो. हांव रोहन खंवट्याक सांगता तुका जर चलना जाल्यार तुजें डिपार्टमेंटूच आमकां चलोवपाक दी, लिजाक दी. तुजें ट्युरिजम ती मिनिस्ट्री आहा पळय ती आमकां लिजाक दी. आमी चलोवन तुका दाखयता. तेच प्रॉपर्टींतल्यान आमी तुका गव्हर्मेंटाक रेवन्यू हाडून दाखयता. तूं जर त्यो जर लिजाक दिवंक शकना आमकां जायना म्हणून तुजे कडेन डिपार्टमेंट चलोवपाक जायना.
सो एक खंय तरी तुका
त्यो म्हाका तूं डिपार्टमेंट चलोवपाक दी. हांव तुका रेवन्यू हाडून दिता. हांव तुका बरे ट्युरिस्ट हाडून दाखयता 5 वर्सां भितर.
Herald has been constantly highlighting the issue of sound pollution.
GSPCB Chairman Mahesh Patel to know why no action was taken on these clubs, resorts and venues wherein the parties were hosted.
We are joined by the chairman of Goa State Pollution Control Board, Mahesh Patil. We are going to talk to him regarding the recent issue that has cropped up, where allegedly some sealed premises that were earlier sealed for various violations pertaining to noise pollution and other pollution violations were open and hosting parties during the long weekend of Independence Day. We'll talk to him and we'll try to know what kind of action, how does Goa State Pollution Control Board see this entirely. So there have been instances recently where the premises which were sealed earlier by the collector through your order have been hosting parties in them while still being sealed. So what happened? Could you just maybe tell us?
Yeah, so as a pollution control board, we sealed their premises not for the noise, but they were sealed because they did not have consent to operate under Air and Water Act, which is a mandatory. They have to apply to us and we have to grant based on what is their sewage disposal system and other things. Since it was not there, we sealed them. We sealed them in the sense we told collector and our team went and did it. Subsequently also we came to know from press and some NGOs or a complaint to us that same hotels are being advertising on the social media, they are going to be party. So we informed this to the collector because finally collector and the police are caretaker of that area. We only give directives. Plus I've sent my own team and my own team went and they showed the photographs. This area continues to be sealed and when our team went. So that we observed.
So right now you are awaiting some report from the collector because you have asked them to inspect.
Yeah. So when we saw that post complaint, when we went, our team went, saw they are sealed. But however, there are allegations saying that they continue to host a party. So we wrote to the police and collector saying that you keep a vigil because they have a local police station, they have got a beat guard, and they have supposed to give us information if they are hosting party or not. Seals are intact. So is there any other entry? How they host it? So that is investigation. We have to once we get the report from them, then we have to act further.
So when is the report that you have sought now? What is the time limit?
We have sent an email and the report on because of the 14th. The 15th, what we alleged that as being a holiday, the party. So probably, hopefully, we should get by tomorrow. If we don't get, we'll send them reply again. We'll ask them to send us a reply of the their observation, their finding, and based on that, we'll act upon.
How many such premises are there in this entire right now that is being inspected?
Exact number, like there are some premises which are closed. So here, if a rough number would be around 15 to 20, at least we are closed. In Morjim and other places also we are closed around 37 premises. So because they also don't have consent to operate under Air and Water Act. So all put together, in my general feeling, it will be around close to 100 establishments are closed. Yeah.
So as far as sound or noise pollution is concerned, that has also been a very big issue in the entire state, where even the High Court had intervened. So on that aspect, what is happening basically from the Goa State Pollution?
See, typically Air and Water Act is a responsibility of a Goa Pollution Control Board. As a Noise Pollution Act, if you go through, it is purely a control by the collector. The authority in that is majorly a SDM, Divisional Magistrate, and the police officer. Of course, we have some role to play because we are responsible for industrial pollution, for the worker exposure, occupational health. But however, as we are a technical body, we can do monitoring. So we have our Department of Environment, Honorable Minister has given already a equipment on the last World Environment Day to all police stations, so they can monitor the noise. However, as a pollution control board, we are taking proactive steps of installing a permanent noise monitoring station, which will give online reading to pollution control board, to the police and the collector, and that should be completed by within next month. Yeah, almost 50% are installed. We are going to inaugurate it, and that will be online. So there will be somebody complains, and by the time you go, they stop. You don't have evidence, but this equipment will be able to give you evidence, and that is a proactive step which pollution control board is taking now.
There have been reports that the police, when called, they do not turn up. for the inspections of noise pollution or pollution as far. Have you come across any such incident or from your team?
No, see, I don't know, but our purpose company, they always accompany. In fact, last inspection we carried on 14th. We were there, police was there, my staff was there, police was there, as well as a talati, there is from collector side, revenue officer was there. So whenever we call them, they cooperate with us. I don't know the complaint of the others, what they say, but they have been supporting to us whenever we ask their support.
After they have been given the equipment to monitor sound pollution, how many such cases have come to you of any violation as such?
Typically, violation cases directly has not come to us. Police is, and they are not supposed to come to us also. Police, why equipment has given, suppose there is a noise of 45 decibels, it's not noise, but there is a sound of 90 decibel. To prove that you are crossed the limit, they require the equipment, and they have got a right and provision under Act to fine, to seize their equipment, and there are so many guidelines are given in the Act. So that police has shown, they did not even have to inform us. But if we get a complaint, we inform police. It's the other way around.
So, the police have been already given the equipment to make sure they monitor the sound pollution violations as far as sound pollution is concerned. But the Goa State Pollution Control Board has already inspected the premises and asked the district collector to inspect the premises which are found in violation. They are awaiting a report. They will be taking the further course of action, or the further course of discussion will be held only after the report is submitted. With camera person Devendra Gaonkar, this is Pratik Parab for Herald TV.
The residents from Anjuna Kaiswa have been complaining that loud music is played beyond midnight and that the decibel sound is doubled during holidays and festivals, affecting them. They have further stated that the authorities concerned were reluctant to act against the resorts playing loud music beyond the stipulated time limit of 10 p.m. despite numerous complaints to the police stations concerned.
Speaking on noise pollution, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल म्हाका दिसता जेन्ना एक कंप्लेन फायल जाता सावंडाक लागून तेन्ना थंय बेजिकली ना म्हणटा ते आमचे डेसिबल मिटर्स. ते डेसिबल मिटर समज ऑथॉरिटीनी सगळ्याक प्लेस केले, स्पेशली द कोस्टल बेल्ट वीच इज टुरिजम स्पॉट आमी म्हणटात गोंयचे जे कोस्टल बेल्ट, थंय म्हाका दिसता हे डेसिबल मिटर आसपाची गरज आसा. तितून भितर कितें जाता, कोणें कंप्लेन केली जाल्यार तो मिटराचेर चॅक करून मागीर तेजेर इन्वेस्टिगेशन करपाक जाता. आतां सेम प्रमाणे जेन्ना आमी पळयतात की टुरिजम बेल्टार आयज खुबशे हाय प्रोफायल लोक धंदो चलयतात, भायले असतात, गोंयचेय थोडे हाय प्रोफायल लोक असतात, पूण तेंचेर जेन्ना कंप्लेन जाता तेंचेर एक्शन जायना त्या कारणान मागीर कितें जाता, बारीक लोक जे ते लायनीचेर काम चलयतात आपले, तेंचे धंदो आसता, तांकां खूब हे त्रास जावपाक लागता. आतां म्हाका दिसता स्टेट कंट्रोल पोल्युशन बोर्ड जो आहा तेणी म्हाका दिसता एवरी जो पळय कोस्टल बेल्ट आसा जे जाग्यार चड टुरिजम आसा थंय आपआपले एक ऑफीस सेट करून ते मिटर सगळ्याक घालपाक जाय आनी गव्हर्मेंटान एडिशनल स्टाफ म्हाका दिसता तांकां दिवपाक जाय टू मॉनिटर द सावंड मॅनर्स जे पळय चालू आसा सगळ्याक. आनी ताका सेकेंड सायड म्हणजे म्हाका दिसता पयलीं म्हणजे जो टायम लिमीट आसा सरकाराचो 10 सुद्दां तो म्हाका दिसता वाडोवपाची गरज आसा. कित्याक गोवा इज अ टुरिजम स्टेट, लोक हांगसर एन्जॉय करपाक येता, हांगसरलें टुरिजम पळोवपाक येता आनी 10चो टायम पावना. यो बिजनस स्टार्ट्स एट अरावंड 10, सो म्हाका दिसता परमिसेबल पळय तो लिमीट आसा, टायम आसा तो म्हाका दिसता एक्सटेंड जावपाक जाय एक सर्टन टायम जो म्हणजे सगळ्या खातीर बरो आसतलो.
पैसा फेक खंय आनी तमाशा देख खंय. आनी आमचे पळय आमदार पळय आसा, मिनिस्टर पळय आहा, तांकां फक्त सगळे हप्ते वयता, टायमार सगळें मेळटा तांकां किद्देचें पडून वचूंक ना. हायकोर्टान ऑर्डर दिल्ली 10 उपरांत अजिबात आवाज करपाचो ना म्हणून, त्या ऑर्डराची सगळी पाड घालून बसलेले आसा. पुलीस जर गेले जाल्यार तांकां फोन येता आमदारांचो, कित्याक गेलो रे तूं, आसूं रे ताका, तेंची पाटी रे ती, आजूच रे, फाल्यांच रे, अशें करून करून ते पाटी चलयता. लोक पण जे शेजाऱ्याक आसतात तांकां डायबिटीज आसा, प्रेशर आसा, सगळे ह्या बाबतीन ते लोकांक जे त्रास आसा, लोकांक त्रास सहन जायना. पण करतलो कितें, हे सरकाराचें पडलां पाड आनी पुलीस जाले तांकां अजिबात ते लोक कंट्रोल करूंक सोदिना. कारण एकूच की ही खुर्ची आज पोल्युशन इतलें जाता, तुका सांगू 15-20 दीस केले हे कंटिन्यू आसा. रातचे 10 म्हटल्यार बंद जावपाक जाय आसलें. सकाळी 3 वाजेपर्यंत पार्टी चलता. आमकां सांगतात कोणी तरी फोन करून की थंय पार्टी चल्ले, कितें करुया, आमी कितें करतलीं, तुमी म्हाका सांगा. कायदो तेंच्यांनी बाजून काडला. हायकोर्ट, सुप्रीम कोर्ट यांका काय लागना, यांका काय लागना.
मॅडम जेन्ना पत्रकार कलंगूट पुलीस स्टेशनार वयता न्हू रातचे बी तेन्ना ते पुलिसाचे ड्युटी खबर ते एरोगेंटली उलयता बी खंय पार्टी चल्ली आनी कितें चल्लें तेंच्या दोळ्या मुखार चलता पूण ते भायर सरना कित्याक लागून.
तेच तर रे बाबा, तेच सांगता न्हू. तेंचेर बडी पळय आसा ती व्हडल्या मनशाची म्हणजे आमदाराची आसा. कलंगूट म्हणल्यार ते लोबोचे आसतले, मायकल लोबोचे, तेजो ते पयलीं पासून तो हरशी व्हडले झेत मारता पण तेजेच आसता सगळे हे पार्टी बिटी करपाची. तो म्हणटा आपल्या थंयसर ड्रग्स मेळटा म्हणटा, गांजा मेळटा म्हणटा, पाट्यो चलता म्हणटा, वेशा वेवसाय थंय चलता म्हणटा पण तो तेतून तो सहमत आसा कित्याक तो ताका हप्तो मेळटा म्हणून तो उलयता. ते दाखोवपाचे दात एक आनी चावपाचे दात एक पण तो कांय करूंक दिना त्या पुलिसांक. तो कांयच त्या पुलिसांक करूंक दिवचो ना. त्या पुलिसाक जर थंयसून केलें तेजी रोखडी ट्रान्सफर अशें करून एकट्याक सस्पेंड केल्लो फाटल्या दिसांनी खबर ना, आयकोंक ना तेणें म्हणून ताका उडयलो ताका. हां, तेंची मस्ती तांकां करूंक जाय. आनी हे लोक फक्त एसेंब्लीन बेश्टे दाखयतात कित्याक न्यूजार येवंक जाय आमी बरे पण सगळीं हेंचीच नाटकां आसा. लोबो खरें म्हणून जाल्यार तूं थंयचो आमदार हरशीं तुजी सगळ्या कडेन दादागिरी, ती दादागिरी करून सगळ्याक बंद करतलो, ना कोणाक दिवचो ना अशें म्हणून तेजेच कार्यकर्ते न्हू ते सगळे चालू करतात ते.
ह्या दिसांनी हे सावंड पोल्युशन मुद्दो चलता गोंयांत. म्हाका हे सावंड पोल्युशनाचे 3 वस्तू विचारपाक जाय सरकारा कडेन आनी तेमी ते अवेरनेस करपाक जाय. गोंयकार लोकांक पयलीं सद्या खबर ना सगळ्यांकूच की हो सावंड डेसिबल मिटर खूंय दवरताय आनी ते सावंड पोल्युशन खूंयसान चॅक कोताय ते नकळलो. एक सावंड डेसिबल मिटर डिस्टन्स पण मेजर कोताय. इज इट मेजर्ड फ्रॉम द सोर्स ऑफ द म्युजीक खूंय स्टार्ट जात थिंगसान डिस्टन्स कॅल्क्युलेट कोताय काय आनी सावंड डेसिबल मिटर दोन ते मेजरमेंट चोयताय काय. एक दुसरें सोर्स म्युजीक हिंगा आहा आनी तेजी प्रॉपर्टी बाउंड्री आहा म्हणटू प्रॉपर्टी बाउंड्री. So will the sound decibel meter distance will be measured from the boundary of that property kai? And tisre, or sound decibel meter will it be kept in closest to the closest residential place? Suppose a residential gora or complex, will that sound decibel meter be kept over there to check the sound pollution from the source outside that place? So हे पयलीं क्लियर ना. ताका लागून हे पुलीस ब्युरोक्रेट्स एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन आनी हे सावंड पोल्युशन कंट्रोल बोर्ड पळय दे मेक मेरी आउट ऑफ दीस. दे मेक हे वायल द सनशायन म्हणटे भाशेन ते कितें लूप होल सांगता लोकांक घुसपाय जाय आनी दॅट द पीपल हू इन पावर दे मेक यूज ऑफ दीस. So here will clarity course so that every common man in Goa can measure the sound decibel and bring objections on this and file complaints.
Very simple. Basically what's happening in Goa, we have one of the most beautiful places on earth which is continuously destroyed by people who don't know how to handle this business. The whole idea which has now permeated the Goan psyche is that you require numbers. You require numbers to make up tourism, and that's exactly what we are seeing. So same thing with noise pollution. Now you go to places like Kalangut and Baga, you have situations where the music coming out from one restaurant overpowers the music coming from the next restaurant. It's a cacophony of absolute madness. So how are you going to get the high quality tourists? You can see the quality of tourism. I have stopped going to Kalangut and Baga because that's not a place for people like us. And now unfortunately the same thing is happening in Panjim. The start is happening near the casinos. So we need to start thinking quality. That is where it starts. If quality is what we think, automatically all this will fall in place. Why do we require loud music after 10 o'clock? Have unplugged music. Goa was known for unplugged music for centuries. I'm sorry, not centuries, for years. So let's get down to that. Let's talk of quality. And we have an educated and a capable tourism minister. It's up to him to hammer this thought, to trumpet this thought that we are not going to accept low quality tourism. We need high quality tourism, and automatically things will improve. I really hope that will happen.
That's all we have in our today's Ground Zero. We will see you soon in another special report. For more updates and alerts, follow us on our social media platforms at O Heraldo Goa and Herald TV. Until then, goodbye and take care.